seated. Thank you. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. A very warm greetings to each and every one of you. Welcome to Westin Hotel Jakarta for the ASEAN Chairmanship Energy Sector event, integrating biofuels as the main pillar of ASEAN renewable energy development for a resilient and sustainable just energy transition. On behalf of the organizing committee, we extend our appreciation for your presence today on Tuesday, June 2nd, August 2023. His Excellency His Excellency Minister of Energy and Mineral Resources of the Republic of Indonesia, Bapak Arifin Tasrif, the Honorable Chairman of Indonesia Chamber of Commerce, Bapak Arsjad Rasjid, the Honorable Senior Official Energy Leader ASEAN Chairmanship, Bapak Jisman Parada, Hutajulu, the Honorable Chairman of Indonesia Palm Oil Strategic Studies, Bapak Darmin Nasution, the Honorable Vice Chairman of Indonesia Palm Oil Strategic Studies, Bapak Sofian Jalil, honorable speakers, distinguished participants, and all fellow invited guests of ASEAN Chairmanship Energy Sector event, integrating biofuels as the main pillar of ASEAN renewable energy development for a resilient and sustainable just energy transition. This event is conducted hybrid, where we have more than 150 participants attending here in person in Jakarta, and we have more than 200 participants who are joining virtually from across the ASEAN region. Good afternoon to you all. And to warm up this afternoon, may I have a big applause for us today? Thank you very much, and allow me to introduce myself. My name is Johanna Margarita, and I am honored to be the master of ceremony today. Ladies and gentlemen, as the chairman of ASEAN in 2023, Indonesia is firmly committed to driving the achievement of crucial agendas across various sectors, including energy. The primary objective is to promote sustainable energy transition, strengthen energy independence, and enhance the region energy resilience. Among the diverse array of renewable energy alternatives, biofuel stands out as an imperative choice for Indonesia and ASEAN. Hence, it is critical to enhance in compelling and assured dialogue backed by unwavering commitment to solidify the vital role of biofuels within the ASEAN Long-term Renewable Energy Roadmap during the 2023 ASEAN Chairmanship for benefit of ASEAN member countries and the overall region. To support that agenda, Indonesia Palm Oil Strategic Studies (IPOSS), in collaboration with the Asian Center for Energy (ACE) and the Council of Palm Oil Producing Countries (CPOC), is organizing this event. It will feature 3 insightful topics of discussion that aim to engage constructive dialogues. And there are, first, unveiling the potential of biofuels, exploring their cleaner, greener, and sustainable attributes for ASEAN's energy transition. Second, biofuels as contributors to economic development, examining their impact on ASEAN's economic landscape. And driving ASEAN's sustainable future, exploring the collaborative role of biofuels in energy development. Honorable Speaker, distinguished participants, and all invited guests. Without further ado, the first session, we will have the welcoming remarks from the Senior Official Energy Leader ASEAN Chairmanship. Kindly be invited to the stage Bapak Jisman Parada, Hutajulu.
Thank you, MC. His Excellency Minister of Energy and Mineral Resources, represented by Pak Yudo. Thank you, Pak, for coming. Excellency Ibu Mercy, special guest, I think, today, and also as a speaker. Thank you, Bu, for coming. Distinguished Chairman Indonesia Palm Oil Strategic Studies, IPOSS, Bapak Darmin Nasution. Chairman of Indonesia Chamber of Commerce, Mr. Arsjad Rasjid, ASEAN Representative, Executive Director ASEAN Center for Energy, ACE, Bapak Nuki Agia Utama, all distinguished speakers, ladies and gentlemen, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Pleasant good afternoon for all our participants and speakers. First of all, on behalf of Ministry of Energy and Mineral Resources of Indonesia, I am honored to welcome you all in this ASEAN event series on integrating biofuels as the main pillar of ASEAN renewable energy development for a resilient and sustainable just energy transition. I would like to convey that the government of Indonesia has prioritized the development of renewable energy as a one way to achieve sustainable energy security through interconnectivity as a priority under the energy cooperation in our ASEAN Chairmanship this year. Aligned with our effort to increase the share of renewable energy in ASEAN, this event will enrich the preparation of Indonesia annual priorities to number 3, publish the long-term ASEAN Renewable Energy Roadmap. Based on APEC, ASEAN has target increasing renewable energy share by 23% in 2025. However, current development of renewable energy is only about 14.4% of share in total primary energy supply. We believe that integration of biofuel to the long-term ASEAN Renewable Energy Roadmap could be an promising answer to fulfill the gap between the target of renewable energy share in APEC in its realization. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, on the road to the 41st ASEAN Minister of Energy meeting, AMEM, the Ministry of Energy and Mineral Resources of Republic of Indonesia has organized this event series in collaboration with Indonesia Palm Oil Strategic Studies, IPOSS, ASEAN Center for Energy, ACE, Council of Palm Oil Producing Countries, CPOC, School of Business and Management, ITB, SBM ITB. This event objective is to engage constructive dialogue in unlocking significant potential of biofuel in bringing cleaner, greener, more sustainable solutions to accelerate energy transition in Indonesia. We will hear the dialogue about unveiling the potential of biofuel by exploring cleaner, greener and sustainable attributes for ASEAN energy transition. Biofuel as a contributor of economic development by examining the impact of ASEAN economic landscape. Driving ASEAN sustainable future by exploring the collaborative role of biofuel in energy development. We encourage this event as a starting point to discuss how the biofuel development could contribute to the regional economic growth and bring more prosperity to the people. We are open to any recommendation from all the stakeholders and experts and how the biofuel development could improve the energy security and accelerate the energy transition. We also thank ASEAN policymakers, dialogue partners, IPOSS, ACE, international think tank, business entities, and academia for giving their support in this dialogue. We hope ASEAN could unlock its huge biofuel potential with sustainable and concrete support to achieve energy transition goals. Thank you and enjoy the discussion. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you, Mr. Jisman Parada Hutajulu, for the welcoming remarks. Such a warm speech. Next, we would like to invite Chairman of Indonesia Palm Oil Strategic Studies to also give the welcoming remarks to Mr. Darmin Nasution. The stage is yours.
Excellency, Bapak Arifin Tasrif, Minister of Energy and Mineral Resources, Excellency Pak Arsjad Rasjid, Chairman of Indonesian Chamber of Commerce, Kadin, Honorable Bapak Jisman Hutajulu, Director General of Electricity, Minister of Energy and Mineral Resources of the Republic of Indonesia, and also Chairman of ASEAN SOM. Bapak Yudo Dwinanda Priyadi, Executive Director of the ASEAN Center for Energy, honorable speakers, distinguished guests, and all of the attendants, both who are attending this event in person or through online. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good afternoon to you all. On behalf of Indonesian Palm Oil Strategic Studies, I'm delighted to welcome you to this international seminar on integrating biofuels as the main pillar of ASEAN renewable energy development for a resilient and sustainable just energy transition. The topic on biofuel as an energy source that we are discussing in this forum will be a strategic issue for the economy and energy security for the ASEAN region. As biofuel will play an important role in the ASEAN region in order to achieve our energy and climate target. If we take into account the future growth of population and the continuous improvement of living standards occurring in all of the ASEAN countries, we foresee a considerable escalation in the energy demand in the region. However, on the other hand, the challenges also will intensify in fulfilling the energy needs as a consequence of the imminent risk of climate change, which will become a threat to humanity. This challenge should force us to find alternative ways to fulfill the energy needs without increasing our carbon footprint in the future. We believe that biofuel will play a meaningful role in fulfilling such energy needs. Ladies and gentlemen, currently Indonesia has become a major producer as well as consumer of biofuel by mandating the blend of biofuel in our diesel. In less than 10 years, Indonesia has raised its mandatory biodiesel requirement from 0% to 35%. This policy has substantial impact on the consumption of biofuel, where in 2022 reached more than 10 million kiloliters. Most of the biofuel are derivatives of the palm oil produced. With the mandatory blending of 30% of biofuels in 2022, Indonesia has been able to save up to $8 billion in foreign exchange, as well as of the reduction in oil import. Currently, approximately 20% of the Indonesian palm oil production is being used for biodiesel. In the upstream sector, such as policy has not only generated a multiplier effect in terms of providing a stable employment for 14 million people all over the value chains, but also supporting a cleaner environment. We furthermore expect that a higher blending rate could be accomplished in the future with the application of new technologies. As for now, with the right technology, an international combustion could be running on a pure biofuel. We understand that there is a widespread push for electrification use, especially in the transportation sector worldwide, including in the ASEAN region. However, we see a large part of the market segment, mainly the trucking and logistics sector, are still confronting huge challenges in utilizing electrification. We believe the trucking and shipping sector will continue to consume diesel fuel and will not yet be suitable for electrification for the foreseeable future. Accordingly, in the future, the biofuel will play a substantial role as a renewable energy, as a sustainable alternative to reduce reliance on fossil fuels imports, thereby bolstering energy security and supporting economic development. as we all might be aware that none of the ASEAN countries now are a net exporter of oil. Preferably, ASEAN countries are also geographically in the best position as a region with its tropical climate to produce energy commodities as the main raw materials in producing the biofuel. With more than 25% of the region population depending their livelihood in the agricultural sector, we believe that a collaborative effort to promote biofuel production and consumption will be constructive for rural economic development in the ASEAN region. Therefore, we call for the government and non-government to collaborate to ensure biofuel to play a significant role in ASEAN's energy future. In the non-government sector, we encourage this forum to establish an ASEAN biofuel network. IPOSS is keen to support such efforts as follow-up on the event to the proposed in the follow-up of the meeting. The network will be an avenue for government and non-government sector for the development opportunities and knowledge between players. Ladies and gentlemen, in closing, let me offer my special thanks to the distinguished speaker for taking part in this important endeavor and for sharing with us your expertise. We believe that by promoting sustainable energy transition, strengthening energy independence, and enhance the region's energy resilience will make the ASEAN in a better position in achieving a common prosperity. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you so much, Mr. Darmin Nasution, for the speech. Ladies and gentlemen, next is the keynote speech by Chairman of Indonesia Chamber of Commerce, Mr. Arsjad Rasjid.
Honorable guests and esteemed participants, Bapak Arifin Tasrif, Minister of Energy and Mineral Resources, the Republic of Indonesia, Mr. Bapak Jisman Hutajulu, Senior Official Energy Leader, ASEAN Chairmanship 2023, Bapak Darmin Nasution, Chair of Indonesia Palm Oil Strategic Studies, Bapak Sofyan Jalil, Vice Chair, Indonesia Palm Oil Strategic Studies, ladies and gentlemen. I am Arsjad Rasjid. I'm the Chair of Indonesian Chamber of Commerce and Industry, or KEYNOTE Indonesia, and also the Chair of the ASEAN Business Advisory Council 2023. I am deeply honored to address such an esteemed gathering today. Our discussion today centers around a topic that is both pivotal and timely, exploring the investment potentials of biofuels as a sustainable, renewable energy alternative in Indonesia and ASEAN. Energy is the lifeblood of any economy. It powers industries, it fuels growth, and it enhances our quality of life. Yes, yet, as we are all too aware, conventional sources of energy are finite, and their utilization contributes significantly to global climate change. As we stand at this critical juncture, we must pivot to cleaner, renewable, and more sustainable energy alternative. Biofuels are at the forefront of this alternative and represent a crucial component in our collective efforts towards a more sustainable future. In 2021 alone, the ASEAN region made a significant contribution to the world's biofuel supply. Indonesia alone produced 137,000 barrels per day of biodiesel, surpassing the United States and Germany. Other key contributors in the region include Malaysia, the Philippines, and Thailand. Yet, we only achieved 61.8% of our nameplate capacity, turning out 10.3 billion liters of biodiesel from 9.5 million metric tons of feedstocks. To understand the scale of the opportunity before us, the 7 ASEAN Energy Outlook projects that biofuel consumptions will grow at 4.7% per year until the year 2050, outpacing oil's growth at 4.4%. These figures reveal not just our past accomplishment, but also underscore the vast potentials of our future. Investing in biofuels is more than just an economic decision. It's a commitment to our planet and the future generation. The transition to biofuels not only reduces our carbon footprints, but also diversifies our energy sources, enhances energy security, and generates economic growth. But our task ahead is threefold. First, we must bolster our capacity for biofuel production by intensifying cultivations, increasing residue collections, and reducing waste. Second, we must address regulatory barriers and establish policy frameworks that incentivize investment in renewable energy. Lastly, or third, we need to foster partnerships within our region and beyond to exchange knowledge, to share technology, and to collaboratively advance our renewable energy goals. In my role as the chair of the ASEAN Business Advisory Council 2023, I am committed to increasing ASEAN's feedstock production to significant levels. Our primary vehicle for this is our legacy project, the inclusive closed-loop model for agriculture's product. This model is an embodiment of sustainable, privately led, multi-stakeholders collaboration. It is designed to empower smallholders farmers by granting them access to finance, knowledge, and technology, ultimately increasing their crop yield, which supports the ever-growing demand for feedstocks productions and driving inclusive and prosperous growth across the region. As a unified front at Kadin Indonesia and ASEAN BAC, we strongly believe in the power of collaboration. The potentials of biofuels can only be unlocked through a collective endeavors that brings together the government, the private sectors, and the wider community. It is what we call in Indonesia, gotong royong. Therefore, I urge each one of us, policymakers, investors, the scientific community, and every stakeholder present to join hands in this significant mission. Let us seize this opportunity together to cultivate a renewable energy ecosystems in Indonesia and ASEAN that is resilient, sustainable, and prosperous. And as I close my remarks, I invite all of you to continue this vital dialogue beyond this gathering. Engage with each other, challenge the status quo, question assumptions, and propose innovative solutions. May your discussion be insightful, productive, and a stepping stone towards a brighter, sustainable, and prosperous future for us all. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Arsjad Rasjid. Ladies and gentlemen, in this opening session of our event, it is our honor to have a keynote speech from Minister of Energy and Mineral Resources of Republic of Indonesia, will be represented by Mr. Yudo Dwinanda Priyadi, Director General of New and Renewable Energy and Energy Conservation, Ministry of Energy and Mineral Resources, Republic of Indonesia. The stage is yours.
Distinguished guests, Pak Arifin Tasrif cannot come, and he sent his best regards to all of you, distinguished guests in this very important forum. Excellencies, Pak Darmin Nasution, Pak Sofan Jalil from the Indonesia Palm Oil Strategic Studies. Bu Mercy Barans, very happy to have you here, Bu. Very happy. Yeah. Pak Arsjad Rasjid, Chairman of Indonesia Chamber of Commerce, atau yang mewakili Executive Director of ASEAN, Pak Nuki. And distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. First of all, I would like to warmly welcome all ASEAN member states, AMS, and the participants of this seminar. It is a great pleasure for me to participate in this event. Biofuels play an important role in energy transition, particularly in decarbonizing transport by providing a low-carbon solution for existing technologies such as vehicles, ships, and aircraft. Based on BP statistical review of world energy in 2022, ASEAN significantly contributed to global biofuel supply, with Indonesia producing 174,000 of BOEPD as the third largest biofuel production countries after USA and Brazil, while Thailand produced 52,000 BOEPD. ASEAN member states have recognized biofuels' potential to decarbonize energy systems. To date, 5 countries have enacted blending mandates, namely Indonesia with B35 and will increase to B40 by 2030 and E50 by 2050. Malaysia with B20 and E10, Thailand with B20 and E85, and with a target to reach 20 to 25% biofuel share in total energy demand by 2037. The Philippines with B5 and will be increased to B10 by 2040, and E10 which will be increased to E20 by 2040, and Vietnam with B10 and E10 to achieve 25% share in transport sector's fuel demand by 2050. In case of Indonesia, biofuel development program in Indonesia gained significant milestone in 2008 by implementing 2.5% blending to diesel fuel. From that point, the blending rate gradually increased. Ultimately, starting February 2023, we have implemented B35 mandatory nationwide. The success of Indonesia's biodiesel program is supported by sufficient of feedstock, incentivized availability, high quality standards, a comprehensive test prior the implementation, periodic monitoring and evaluation, and massive socialization to ensure stakeholders' acceptance. In 2022, biodiesel realization was 10.5 million kiloliters, which contributed about 35% to the share of renewable energy, that is 12.3% of national energy mix. This shows the important role of biodiesel in supporting our national energy security. Moreover, contribution of biodiesel is also significant toward economy and environment. In 2022, we had foreign exchange saving by more than $8 billion, and also more than 1.3 million workers were involved in biofuel industry. Biofuel implementation also managed to reduce GHG emission nearly 25 million of CO2 equivalent in 2022. This year, the domestic biodiesel consumption has targeted 13.15 million kiloliters, and the benefit value is estimated to reach around $11 billion. In contrast to the biodiesel blending mandate, bioethanol has also implemented on a small scale in the period of 2008 until 2009 and 2015 to 2016. However, this program had to stop due to 3 major factors, namely high cost of feedstock, unsustainability feedstock due to low production capacity, and conflict with non-fuel use and no availability incentives. And now, with the aim to restarting the bioethanol mandate, we are preparing market trials of bioethanol blending in the East Java, which is planned to be launched in the 3rd quarter of this year. Furthermore, to support future sustainability of the bioethanol mandate, in January 2023, the government has issued Presidential Decree on the acceleration of national sugar self-sufficiency and bioethanol supply for biofuel, while also carrying out studies on the utilization of old palm trunk and sweet sorghum to produce bioethanol so that the production does not compete with food, feed, as well as fertilizer. A joint effort needs to be made to increase and expand the use of biodiesel among ASEAN member states. Through mutual support, we can learn from each other's successes and failures, exchange experiences, strategy, policies, knowledge, expertise, and technology. For member countries that have not yet implemented biofuels, we are here to support. Together, we will address common challenges and issues, developing biofuel to become the main pillar of ASEAN renewable energy development. In addition, the feedstock used for biofuels should take into account the balance between food, feed, and fertilizer to avoid massive land clearing, which can cause environmental damage. This requires innovative ways which aim to increase the efficiency of production process to produce good quality fuels at affordable prices, to improve environmental carrying capacity, and to bring greater prosperity for farmers. I sincerely hope that through this seminar, we can have fruitful exchange of ideas, information, and sharing experience which are expected to answer the challenge in biofuel implementation and to develop a constructive collaboration for biofuel implementation across ASEAN member states. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Minister of Energy and Mineral Resources, Arifin Tasrif.
Thank you, Mr. Yudo, for the keynote speech. Please stay on stage, Mr. Yudo, for the group photo. And I would like to invite Mr. Jisman Parada Hutajulu to come to on stage. Mr. Darmin Nasution, Mr. Sofyan Jalil. Please join on stage to group photos, and to the photographers and media. Please prepare for the group photo. Mr. Yudo Dwinanda Priya Adi, Director General of New and Renewable Energy and Energy Conservation, Ministry of Energy and Mineral Resources, Republic of Indonesia. Mr. Jisman Parada Hutajulu, Senior Official Energy Leader, ASEAN Chairmanship. Mr. Darmin Nasution, Chairman of Indonesia Palm Oil Strategic Studies. Mr. Sofyan Jalil, the Honorable Vice Chairman of Indonesia Palm Oil Strategic Studies. Thank you.